20 years ago, the nation watched in hope as 5-year-old Prince was pulled alive from a Borewell in Haryana after a dramatic days-long rescue. Today, his story returns to the spotlight for a far more troubling reason. The recent death of a 27-year-old tech professional in Noida who fell into a trench raises an alarming question. Have we learned anything at all? Prince, now as an adult, looks back at his own survival not as a victory of the system, but as an exception, one that exposes how civic negligence continues to claim lives across India.
In 2006, a 5-year-old boy from a small village in Haryana slipped into a narrow borewell, an accident that could have easily turned fatal, and one that could have been easily avoided had the authorities been alert. Trapped deep underground, surrounded by darkness and fear, the child's survival soon became a matter of national concern. What followed was an intense rescue operation that unfolded live before the country, drawing unprecedented attention and hope.
मेरा नाम प्रिंस कुमार है। मैं आईटीआई कर रहा, आईटी से प्रिंट से लग रही है मैम मेरी।
और किधर काम करते हो?
यही अम्बाड़े में मैम, अम्बाड़े में प्रिंट से लग रही है।
और अभी आप जो बता रहे थे कि आपने आर्मी के लिए तैयारी की थी, फिर वो नहीं हो पाया।
मैम आर्मी की तैयारी करी 2-3 साल करी मैम, उसके बाद मैं हाइट में निकल गया था मैम, हाइट में निकल गया था बाहर।
और किस सर्टिफिकेट क्या बता रहे?
सर्टिफिकेट दिखाया था मैम, वो चालान वो कह रहे वो फिजिकल निकाल के मेडिकल सब कुछ है, फिर उससे पेपर नहीं होगा मैम आपका। जो जैसे मैं निकला था बोर्ड से उस टाइम ना सेफ्टी आर्मी वाले जो लड़के आए थे ना आर्मी वाले, उन्होंने दिया था।
क्या बोलते हैं?
इस सेफ्टी 18 साल को हो जाएगा, आर्मी में लिया जाएगा।
Rescue teams worked around the clock as cameras broadcast the operation from the site. For nearly 2 days, the nation waited, watching every development with anxiety. When the child was finally pulled out alive, it was hailed as a miracle. It was a proof of what collective effort could achieve. But beneath the celebration lay a troubling reality. Such rescues succeed only when attention is relentless.
For Prince, being rescued from the borewell did not end with national headlines fading away. 2 decades later, he carries the emotional weight of an incident that should have never happened. As he reacts to the Noida tragedy, he points to the same gaps he fell into as a child: uncovered borewells, lack of monitoring, and zero accountability.
Like many young adults, Prince works hard to support himself and his family today, carrying memories of an incident that changed his life before he was old enough to understand it. The Borewell rescue may have defined his childhood, but adulthood brought its own struggles.
दुकान पर गया, दुकान पर चीज़ खाने के लेने गया, 2 बच्चे थे। चूही आई, चूही के पीछे लग लिया, कहा यो इस बोर में बढ़ गई। बोर में बैठ कर माँ से बोरी थी रेते की दरी थी, उसने न्यू किरण गया, उस बोरी के साथ ही उतारा गया उसमें बोर में। फिर यो वहाँ 3-4 दिन रहा यो बोर में। भी मीडिया वाले ने भी इससे बहुत में वादे करे थे, नौकरी देंगे, हम पैसा देंगे, मिला कुछ भी नहीं है। ऐसा न इसके डैडी ने मिला, न इसने मिला, कुछ नहीं दिया। बेचारा दिहाड़ी ही कर रहा है, एक्सेप्ट कियो, कोई नौकरी नहीं दी, कोई पढ़ाई लिखाई में नहीं दिया इससे कुछ भी।
In the years that followed the rescue, promises were made, assurances of support, opportunities, and a better future. But as time passed and public interest faded, those commitments slowly disappeared.
The contrast between Prince's rescue and the Noida techie's death highlights an uncomfortable truth. Survival often depends on chance and not on governance. Prince acknowledges that what saved him was public attention and relentless rescue efforts, not preventive systems. His story stands as a reminder that until civic authorities are held accountable, survival will remain a matter of luck.
जो सड़कें वगैरह टूटी होती है ना, जिससे एमएलए वोट वगैरह इलेक्शन चलते हैं ना, उस टाइम तो जो एमएलए वगैरह आते हैं वो बोलते हैं, आते हैं उस समय देखते हैं टूटी हैं, जब उनको बोलते हैं वोट किस मुँह से दें आपको, उनको बोलते हैं सड़कें टूटी पड़ी हैं, वो बोलते हैं अगले दिन काम स्टार्ट कर देंगे, फिर काम स्टार्ट हो जाता है। पर इन चीज़ों पहले ध्यान रखना चाहिए, भाई वोट तो हम दे ही रहे हैं पर काम होना चाहिए, सड़कें वगैरह टूटी जो सही होनी चाहिए।
The recent death of a young professional in Noida who fell into an uncovered trench brings Prince's story back into the focus. The tragedy highlights a pattern that has remained unchanged: unsafe infrastructure, poor monitoring, and delayed action. Prince's survival, he believes, was not the result of strong systems, but of chances and public pressure. His story stands as a reminder that until accountability replaces negligence, safety in India will continue to depend on luck rather than prevention.
This is Sakshi Mehra reporting from Kurukshetra, Haryana.